बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। शरणम श्री उमापति महादेव की जय। शरणम। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदत्ताय नमः। ओम श्री चिन्मयानंदाय नमः। ओम श्री गणपति सच्चिदानंदाय नमः। ओम श्री साईश्वराय नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम शिवाय रुद्राय नमः। ओम नमो हनुमते नमः। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। शरणम।
जननी सत्य साई शिव जननी 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 सत्य साई शिव जननी ओ जगतारिणी
Rudraya Namaha. Chant with me, devotees. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Sing. Shivaya Rudraya. I say and you repeat. I want to hear you all. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Everyone repeat. Because we are all here to perform devotion also. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Repeat. Shivaya. Swamiji gave this very powerful mantra. Swami Sri Ganapati Sachidananda Ji. Last time he was here in Trinidad and Tobago, he gave this most powerful mantra, and he said that everybody should chant. And this is a mantra that I have been performing jap with for a very long period of time. So it is a very potent, very powerful mantra. If you want to receive the divine blessings of Bhagwan Lord Shiva in one of his most powerful forms, Rudra Avatar. So let's chant together. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. 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 So I want all you children, start them with you all. You all are a little young and you have a little more energy, right? So you teach the older ones a little bit, right? Lift your hands and you clap together and we chant. Little ones, I'm not seeing you lifting your hands, clap. Don't be afraid. Don't study who's watching you. I mean, don't worry about it, right? This is about you and Bhagwan. So sing with me. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Sing. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. 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 So he asked for a powerful mantra. You want a mantra to chant. You want a mantra that has power, has vibration, has that potency to help you to uplift yourself. You know, all of these mantras, they are good for you, but each one is designed in a certain way. It's a formula to activate certain energies in your body. So when you chant it, it activates certain energies in your body in order to help you to attract into your life the things that you want to attract into your life. You know, we always say that in this day and age of Kali Yuga, that by chanting the name of Bhagwan, that has a lot of power in it, right? By chanting his name, that has a lot of power. And that is how you receive his grace in this day and age to uplift yourself. But here's the thing. That is when we are talking about salvation. If you want liberation, the end goal. But while you are existing upon the face of the earth, while you are living in this physical form, don't we have needs? Don't we have wants? Don't we have things that we wish to experience in this life and we want to have in our lives and all of that? The rituals, my dear friends, that we are performing is designed for that purpose. There are rituals that are designed for all the different kinds of things that you wish to experience in your life. Health and prosperity and knowledge and all of these different things that you wish to experience, there are rituals that are designed. There are homers that you can perform on all of these different things. As we go along and we continue on this journey, I hope that I will get the chance to educate you all a little bit more so that you understand about the importance, the potency of the different pujas and offerings and all of these things that we can do, right? Now there are many, but we'll try to, stick to the most important ones that you can utilize that is contained within the Rig Veda, right? Because that is the Veda that contains all of the rituals and all of that, right? Which Veda? The Rig Veda, right? That is the first of the four Chaturveda, the first one, right? So tonight here, as we continue once more, we are continuing with Ramayana Katha. So beautiful. You see, when I start Ramayana, I get excited. So I just have to continue Ramayana now. But I'm tying in everything that I'm telling you back to the Hanuman Chalisa, because we are actually understanding Hanuman Chalisa, not so? So everything that I'm telling you, I'm pulling out the kathas that relate to exactly what is being said in the Hanuman Chalisa. So where have we reached in the Hanuman Chalisa? We've reached that last day. We completed Sukshma Rupa Dharisya Hidikava, Vikita Rupa Dharilanka Jarava, Bhima Rupa Dharyasura Sanhare, Ramachandra Ke Kaj Savari. Now we are moving on to, we will chant the entire Hanuman Chalisa at the end, right? लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर ऋषि उर लाए. That is where we are. जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. बोलो. Now, Meghnad is shot. Meghnad is shot. Meghnad has shot Lakshmana. And now that he has shot Lakshmana, Lakshmana is lying unconscious. Laya Sajivan, Lakina Jiyai. So Hanumanji now he has to go to bring that Sanjeevani herb to bring back life to Lakshmana. So our katha starts where this is transpiring. व्यापक ब्रह्मा अजत भुवनेश्वर रचि मनो कहबो जा करुणा तब लगी लैया येहु हनुमाना अनुज देखी प्रभु अति दुकुमारा. जय राम श्री राम सुषेना लंकार है गोप मेरा दरी लघुरूप येहु हनुमंता आनेयु भवन सनीत तुरंता. जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम. बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय. Nara. So devotees, katha here this evening. As Meghnad has shot Lakshmana. Lakshmana is unconscious. As he falls unconscious there, now what is about to happen here? What is transpiring? Hanumanji, he takes up Lakshmana and brings him there now in front of Prabhu Shri Ram. And as Prabhu Shri Ram sees his brother there now, oh Jai Prabhu. Here firstly, before Hanumanji brings him, right, so I'm explaining the verse before I even read the verse for you. Vyapaka Brahma Ajita Bhuvaneshwara Lakshmanu Kaha Bhuja Karunakat. So this all merciful Lord, this all pervading Lord that governs over this entire universe, he asks and he says, where is Lakshmana? Right? Tabalagilai Ayu Hanuman. And at that point in time, Hanumanji, he brought Lakshmana. Anuj Dekhi Prabhu Ati Dukha Mana. And seeing Lakshmana in that condition, dear devotees, Prabhu Shri Ram, he himself, he starts to feel a little bit distressed. Now you must understand that Prabhu Shri Ram is enacting Manusha Leela. We are aware of that, right? So he's acting the Leela of a mere mortal man. So he's also going to behave like a mere mortal man, right? When I say we leave out mere out of that, right? But like a mortal. He's acting like a man, a common man, right? So sometimes you might see some of the actions that are performed by Prabhu Shri Ram, and you might ask yourself, you might say, why is he acting like this? Isn't he the Lord and Master of the creation? In the beginning of the Sri Ramcharita Manas, right? In Balkand, at one point in time, even Sati Devi questioned. She asked to Lord Shiva, right? The consort of Lord Shiva. She said, Bhagwan, you are the Lord of this creation and you are worshipping that man that is running in the forest and he's looking for his wife all over. That is the individual you are looking. You are worshipping, you are looking at him worshipping. Right? So even that Leela, that Maya, that Maya of Bhagwan is so powerful that anyone can become intoxicated. That anyone can become confused. So sometimes we think in our lives, right? And I want to say this because I want people to feel comfortable, to understand. I want you to understand that here's what, nobody is perfect. At one point in time, Narad Muni being the greatest saint that exists that we all know of, right? Narad Muni, always chanting Narayan, Narayan and traveling through the entire, all the worlds and all of these things. At one point in time, Bhagwan Vishnu fashioned a city that was looking so beautiful and he created a princess and all of these things. He himself took that form. Having a princess being present there, all these things. His Maya, his elusive power. A saint, a sage like Narad Muni, even him, he got intoxicated. And Bhagwan Lord Vishnu had to tell him at one point in time, he says, you know that it was only through my Maya, through my power. That is how, let me tell you as I'm on the topic, right? I didn't plan to tell you that, but as it came to mind one time, I'll tell you. That is how this entire Leela of Ramayana is happening. Also, Bhagwan had fashioned a city with a princess and all of that, right? And when he fashioned that city there, Narad Muni got intoxicated and he wanted to get married and all sorts of things. Now he's a sage, he's not supposed to get married and all of these things, you know. He has to stay brahmachari because he chose that life, you know. But at this time he's seeing this beautiful woman and he falls in love and all of that. Right? So imagine even that saint that is so powerful and has so much concentration, even him, he can get intoxicated, right? When that happened, there was a Swayamvar taking place where they would choose a groom, right? For the Dulahin, for the princess, right? So he wanted to also be there. So he went by Bhagwan Vishnu and he says, Bhagwan, you give me a very beautiful form. I want to look like Hari. I want to look like you. Hari is another name for Bhagwan, right? I want to look like you. Give me a beautiful form. So when I go in there, kya baat hai, I will mesmerize them and immediately she will garland me and choose me as her husband. You see the Maya working, eh? Look at this. So when that happens, now Bhagwan actually gives Narad Muni to teach him a lesson. He gives him the face of a monkey. So when he went there now, Bhagwan Shiva, two of his attendants went and they were looking on as well and they were looking at the spectacle. And they are laughing and they are giggling when they see Narad Muni coming. He goes inside, everybody's laughing. He's thinking, well, they are probably laughing because, you know, maybe they never saw someone as beautiful as me. So they are probably confused, you know, they don't know what else to do. So he goes and seats himself down there and she passes, she looks at everybody. When she comes by him, she pulls away a little bit like this. She moves on, he's like, but if I am looking like Hari, why is she pulling away from me? What is going on? And she eventually places the mala. Bhagwan Vishnu himself comes there and she places the mala on his neck, but all of this is just Maya that is happening, right? It's not real, right? Places the garland there. Eventually, Narad Muni now, he is angry and he wants to know what is going on. He walks outside and sees these attendants of Lord Shiva there, and they are laughing again. And he says, what are you all laughing at? What are you seeing? And they tell him, look. And he looked into some water, right? And he saw his reflection. When he saw his reflection, Jai Bhagwan, that Narayan again, Narayan God. All Narayana thing done. At that point in time, it's Ram Satya. He ready now. He ready for Bhagwan Vishnu. He rushed back to where Bhagwan Vishnu was, and when he went there, he goes there now and he pronounces a shrap on the Lord himself now. But look at the power also of that saint. He goes and he says, Bhagwan, just because of that action you committed there, right? He's still caught up in all of the Maya. When we are caught up in the Maya, even God, we get angry with God also. We start quarreling with God also, we vex with God also because we can't understand that God is doing this for our own benefit. Bhagwan is actually saving him. You know how much trouble Dulahin thing is. Jai Bhagwan. As a little joke, yeah? A little get vexed with thing, right? You know how much, oh God, all that money you gotta spend, you know? He gotta go out on all them dinners. and go movies and all these things. When Narad Muni will get time to do all them things? Oh, Jai Bhagwan. So the Lord is saving him now, you understand? He says, no, wait. You don't get caught up in all of that janjat in this Maya here. You know, leave that for other people who want to enter the Grihasthashram, you know. You stay in Brahmacharya. So here he comes back angrily and he says, Bhagwan, just for doing that to me, and you gave me the face of a monkey, you will have to go upon the face of the earth in the form of a man. Your consort will be taken away from you, just like mine has been taken away from me. Your consort, this is where it started, this is before Ramayana, right? Your consort will be taken away from you. And the same face you gave me, the same way, monkeys and bears will have to come to help you, to assist you in retrieving that consort of yours. Look at how this happened, eh? Just because of this action. And then when Bhagwan removes the veil from Narad Muni, where he was clustered and he was clouded, when Narad Muni guarded himself back and he's like, what is happening? What did I say? And Prabhu, and he started to seek forgiveness. Why did I say this? What did I just do? What did I just say? And then Bhagwan told to Narad Muni, he says, Narad Muni, this is not of your own accord. This is all part of my Maya. This is only because I wanted this to be like this, Narad Muni. You are not at fault. I wanted it to be like this. It had to be like this in order for what is to come next. So everything lines up accordingly. Therefore, after that, Bhagwan had to come in the form of Prabhu Shram, in the form of man. His consort was taken away, the monkeys and bears helped him, the Vanaras, you understand? How everything lines up accurately. Nevertheless, devotees, this Maya is so powerful that any one of us can get intoxicated. So here, when Bhagwan is enacted as a man, you know, he feels sorrow. We will feel sorrow if somebody close to us is hurt, not so? So he's also showing us it. At the end of the day, when you live and you exist in this human form, nobody is here as a yogi, or maybe not, right? Right? Most of us may not be yogis to say that we can control our emotions and we can transcend all of that in this world. We live in this world. So we partake of and we experience the things that happens in this world. You feel grief, you feel sorrow, somebody close to you gets hurt, you will experience it. Not so? Bhagwan himself is showing here. When he took that form of a human being and he came upon the face of the earth, even he had to go through similar experiences. As long as you are in the samsara, this world, devotees, you will have to face these different kinds of experiences, right? Bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai. What happens here? Jamavant kaha Vaida Sushena. So he called Jamavant now. He said that, you know, we have to get this Vaida, they say Vaida here, right? So refers to, in the Avari language, it refers to a physician or a doctor, as the case may be, right? Sushen. So there was a doctor that was there in Lanka by the name of Sushen, right? So Jamavant says, there is this physician by the name of Sushen. He's living here in Lanka, you know, Lanka Rahai ko patai lena. He's living here in Lanka. We should send to fetch him to see if he can help out here with Lakshmana. Dhari Lagurupa Gayo Hanumanta. Immediately, Hanumanji took a very, very small form. Aneo Bhavana Sameta Turanta. So immediately on hearing that, look at this, Hanumanji is aware of the situation. He's analyzing the entire situation. He doesn't say, well, I'm tired, I'm fighting all the time in this war, I can't make. Go and find somebody else. You know, go and check them fellas down the road there and see if they could go. You know, he doesn't work like that, you know. Hanumanji knows he has the ability to serve. What does he do? He rises up and he serves. We have been blessed with the ability. We have been gifted with so many different abilities. Do we take it and utilize it? Many of us will never use some of the gifts and the talents and the abilities we have, devotees. And when that day and that time comes, when you're lying on your deathbed, all of those gifts and those talents and those abilities will stand there looking at you, right? If you want to put it like that. Saying, I was given to you, I was granted to you, but you never used me. You never made use of me. All your life you lived, you never made use. That is why I urge people, you have gifts, you have talents. Everybody has some sort of talent. Make the most of it. Utilize your gift, right? To bring joy and to bring happiness in this world. Blow upon Bhushran ki jai. What happens here? Ram Pradar Binda Siru Ayuai Sushena Rama Ayuai Sushena शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम बोलो जय सिया राम। राम padar binda siru nayu ai Sushena. Sushena comes and he bows in reverence to Prabhu Shram. Now understand this. Sushena is a doctor, but he is the doctor of Lanka. Who is the king of Lanka? Ravana. But when he comes there, he bows in reverence to Prabhu Shri Ram. Should Sushena help or should he not help? He is of the enemy side. Not so there's a battle that is happening, and he is of the enemy side. Look at this powerful, powerful thing that is here. Sushena is a doctor, and a doctor takes an oath to help any and everyone. Sometimes people complain and people quarrel when the doctors help any criminals. But you cannot be angry with a doctor because that is their duty. Their duty is not to help who they choose or their friend and their family. No, 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 no. Their duty is to serve and to help anyone that is in need of medical attention. So despite the fact that Sushena is the doctor of the enemy here in this case, in this context, right? The rivals, he comes there and he has a duty to fulfill. So he is going to fulfill his duty. But here's the funny thing, right? When Hanumanji brought Sushena there, right? You see, Hanumanji is a very smart fella. Eh? He never take no chances at all. Right? Never take no chances. When he went to bring Sushena, he was thinking to himself, you know, I'm carrying this fella there, and when I carry him, I want to make sure he have everything. I want to make sure he don't have to go back home to bring nothing. Or he don't have to go and look for nothing. Next thing when he reach here now, he says, well, I don't know, I forget home my stethoscope. Bapre. When he reaches here now, he forget his bag. When he reach here, he forgets something. You see this? Hanumanji take up house and land and everything and he carried gone. By Prabhu Shri Ram. He carried everything. Jai Shri Ram. He dipped his hand and he lift up the earth. He take up Sushena, the whole house and everything and carried gone. He said, anything you want? Houses right here. You go and get anything you want. No worries. That is the power of the divine Lord. When he blesses you and he showers his grace upon you, nothing is impossible. All that Hanumanji is doing is not of his own accord, you know. Lord Shiva would have narrated this many a times to Parvati Devi. This was not of his own accord. This was only due to the grace of Prabhu Shri Ram laid upon him. Because of that Lord. Because of him having that Lord enshrined in his heart, he could perform all his miraculous feats. So Sushena there now comes there and he bows in reverence, right, to the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram. Kaha naam giri aur sadhi jahu pavana sudha lena. And here now, with that being said, he mentions a mountain and then he tells Hanumanji here about that mountain and this herb that is present on that mountain. You know, go and bring this. So the son of the wind now he says, go and bring this herb, devotees. In life, when you face difficulty, in life, when you face problems, when you face troubles, who do we call out to? Who do we call out to? Who do we seek refuge to? You call out to Bhagwan Shiva? No, who do you call? You call his spouse. You call the neighbor. You call the Baba. Right? Who do we call? It is said that when you are in difficulty, when you are in problem, you call out to Bhagwan in whichever form. Here we are praying to Hanumanji. This help is needed. Right? This assistance is needed. And here, Hanumanji is called upon to perform this most powerful task. He Dukh Bhanjan Maruti Nandan Sun lo meri pukar. Sun lo meri pukar. He Dukh Bhanjan, that one who will bring an end to all of my troubles and sufferings. Maruti Nandan. Oh, kya baat hai, that most powerful son of the wind. Sun lo meri pukar. Listen to my call, Hanumanji. Listen to my humble prayer, my humble salutation as I am calling upon you. पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। ये दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, सुनो मेरी पुकार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। शक्ति तुम्हारे, अपरंपार है शक्ति तुम्हारे, तुम पर जय अवर बिहारी, तुम पर जय अवर बिहारी। भक्ति भाव से ध्याओ तो है, भक्ति भाव से ध्याओ तो है, कर दुखों से पार पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। बोलो ये दुख भंजन जपो निरंतर नाम तिहारा, जपो निरंतर नाम तिहारा। अब नहीं छोड़ूं तेरा द्वारा, अब नहीं छोड़ूं तेरा द्वारा। राम भक्त मोहि शरण लीजे, राम भक्त मोहि शरण लीजे। सागर से तार पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, सुनो मेरी पुकार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार, पवन सुत बिनती बारंबार। बोलो पौन वचनवान की जय। राम भक्त मोहे शरण मिली जय, भव सागर से तार। Seek refuge under the grace of that bhakt of Prabhu Shri Ram. Bhav sagar se taran, cross over this ocean of mundane existence. So here, as Hanumanji called upon devotees, just like that in our lives, when you face difficulties, you call upon Bhagwan, you glorify His name, you sing, you chant His name, and trust me, you will start to feel ease, you will feel calm, you will feel peaceful, you will feel as though those burdens are being lifted off of you. Despite the fact that you still have to deal with or face these challenges, you will feel as though they are non-existent. I'm telling you, and this is not just something I'm making up. Whenever I come here, I tell to you that which I experience. I believe in that firmly. Not just me, but the group as well. We don't share things that we do not experience for ourselves or we do not practice. That is something very, very important. I'm telling you from experience. when that difficulty comes, when that trouble comes, at any point in time, and again, I would urge you and tell you, this has nothing to do with me being a pundit, if you want to say that, you know what I mean? If I feel like it sometimes, I just feel like it, I will sit at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'll take my harmonium and I will sit and I will sing. I will sing Ramayana. I'm telling you, that's what I was doing 2 o'clock this morning. Sometimes you just feel you need that balance within. You feel you need that positive energy. Where does it come from? You surrender to Bhagwan. You find whichever means it is that is going to help you to access God. For me, chanting the name of Bhagwan. Right? You find whatever means or method is going to help you to connect with God. For everybody, that will be different, right? So here, as Hanumanji is going to retrieve that life-giving herb, we all need that life-giving herb as well, you know. Because even though sometimes we think we are alive, the reality is that we might seem to be alive in this physical world. But are we really conscious? Are we really aware? Some people are awake here physically, but spiritually they are asleep. Not so? So we are conscious and awake here physically, but spiritually we are unconscious. So we also have to seek that refuge in that grace of Bhagwan and ask for Him to also bring that life-giving hope for us. You know? So here, now, devotees, what happens? Hanumanji, he's called upon to go to retrieve that life-giving hope. What happens next? तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरी पूजा, तुम ही देवता, तुम ही देवता, तुम ही मेरे मंदिर, तुम ही मेरी पूजा, तुम ही taking that enshrining, that Lord of Ayodhya in his heart, surrendering to the lotus feet of Bhagwan, Hanumanji, what happens? Chala Prabham Janasuta Bala Bhasi. With that power that Hanumanji had contained within his own power, through that grace of Prabhu Shri Ram, he set off on this mission. Uha Dud Eka Maramu Janava Ravanu Kalanemi Griha Ava. Now, on the other side, while that was happening, and he set out there to go to get his herb now, Ravana called for a Rakshas by the name of Kalanemi. So, you know, because one spy goes and carries a little news and says, hey, this is what is going on. You know, Ravana, this is what is happening. Well, you call him Maharaj, right? You say, my king, this is what is happening. They sent, that monkey to go and, that's how he will say it, to go and get that herb there. So as he hears this, he calls for Kalanemi now. Dasamukha kaha, maramu tehi suna, puni puni Kalanemi, siru dhuna. Now, Ravana told everything there now to Kalanemi, and as he told everything to Kalanemi, it is said as he heard that, he started to not just bow his head, but he was actually beating his head. It is said in Uttarakhand Ramayana, there's a verse that says, Sira dhuni dhuni pachadai. When we lose the ability to get the grace of the Lord, we tend to beat our heads and we repent and Bhagwan, oh God, if only I get next chance, and I would have do this and I would have do that. You woulda, you coulda, you shoulda, but you didn't. What kind of thing is this, You get chance and chance and chance, you get it over and over and over, and you still want more chance again. One fellow say he has what? When I reach 50 years, Jai Bhagwan, I will devote myself to the Lord. I surrender myself to the Lord. I become sannyas. I renounce everything. When you reach 49, Ram Nam, Satya hai. He kicked the bucket and he kicked the barrel. That was the end idea. Now, what would you say? What do you tell to God now? Well, Bhagwan, if you give me 1 year, you get 49, you want more than that? I'm telling you, if you took that chance before, my dear friends, maybe you would live to 100. Do you know you have the ability to extend your lifespan? Do you know that? You have the ability to control your existence, how long you would live. Sometimes we ask, we say, well, is that possible? Say, yes, based on the quality of life, you live the way that you live and all these things. You attract certain experiences in your life. If you wish to, you can extend. What decisions, what choices are you making on a daily basis for yourself? Don't be like that fella. He named Jack. Don't make that decision, right? You make sure and surrender to the Lord now. Don't wait until that time, 20 years, 25 years, 15 years. How much years is enough? Right? I ain't have plenty. How much is enough? How much do you need to be able to surrender to God, to receive that jnana drishti, as we might hear a little bit later on, jnana drishti. Now, this katha again, just like the last one, is going to take us a couple of pages, so we can't do all in one day. We will have to split it up over various sessions. I'm still kind of rushing through it, but we will have to split it, right? Nevertheless, we'll see where we go with it. So, here now, this Kalanemi, a Rakshasa, a demon, he starts to beat his head on hearing what Ravana said. Dekat tumahi nagaru jahi jara, right? Tasu pamtako rokanapara. He says, Ravana, you are telling me to go and stop that individual who burned down the whole Lanka in front of your eyes? Use the king of Lanka, that fella burned down Lanka in front of your eyes. You could have done nothing. And that's the fella you want me to go and stop? That is what Kalanemi said. Who can stop him? That's what he says. इनकी शक्ति का क्या कहना, इनकी भक्ति का क्या कहना. दुनिया में देव हजारों हैं, बजरंगबली का क्या कहना. इनकी भक्ति का क्या कहना, इनकी शक्ति का क्या कहना. Says, what can you say about the devotion that this individual has? What can you say about the power that individual has, that Shakti? दुनिया में देव हजारों हैं, बजरंगबली का क्या कहना. In this world, we have thousands and thousands of devatas, but what can you say about Bajrangabali? What you can say about him? Devotees. Here, this Kalanemi is saying also like that. What can you list? What is there to say? Who can go and stand in front of that fella, He just in the blink of an eye, he burned the entire Lanka down. You sending me there? one Mukdar and that's it. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Story done. Nevertheless, hear what happens here, right? Jai Ram Sri Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama, Sri Ram Jai Rama, Jai Jai Rama.
Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai
सुंदर श्यामा हृदय राखो लोचन बीरा जय राम श्री राम रामचंद्र की जय। भज रघुपति करो हित आपना चारहु नाथ मृषा जल pana. So here now, that Kalanemi, he starts to advise and he's telling to Ravana, he says, you know, Ravana, seek your own interest now. Says, seek your own interest now. Seek your own interest, right? By Charahunatha Mrisha Jalpana. Surrendering to that Lord, you know. Raghunath, worship him, you know. Desist from being vain and all these things, all this ego and thing, you know, surrender all of that, all that pride. Neelakam Jatanu Sundara Shama Hriday Rakhu Lochana Bhirama. That one who is as beautiful as that dark blue lotus, who shines like that dark blue lotus, he says, that is the delight of all eyes, surrender to that all merciful Lord. Imagine this now, Rakshas giving counsel now to Ravana. It has reached to that state now, you know. At some point in time, devotees, you have to come to that realization. You have to see and you have to understand. You see that Rakshas behavior does have to come to an end. You know, all good things come to an end, not so? Let me tell you something, all bad things also come to an end. It also comes to an end. It has to have a transition, you know. May te mora murhata tyagu. May te mora. The I-ness, the minus, and all of these things, right? The I and the you and the mine, and this is mine and that is yours, and all of that. He says, eliminate all of this. Mahamohanisi sutata jagu. He says, you know, get out, rise from that slumber of this infatuation that you are drowning in. Ravana, come out of this thing. Stop being confused. You know, wake up. Kala byala kara bhakshaka joi sapane hu samaraki jitiya soi. He says, can anyone even dream of vanquishing, of conquering that one in battle? That one who devours even the serpent of death? Can anybody even dream of conquering or vanquishing such an individual? Devotees, is that possible? Here, Ravana is being reminded to be humble. Here he's being reminded to have that humility. He's being reminded to surrender to Bhagwan. It is said as long as you're upon the face of this earth. Hanumanji mentioned that in conversation with Prabhu Shri Ram. He said, Bhagwan, in this physical form, as long as I'm in this physical body, I am meant to be your bhakta, your devotee. But if I remove the body, we are one and the same. Without the body, we are one and the same. But as long as I'm in this human physical body, I have to worship you. I want you all to understand. When Prabhu Shri Ram, he is Lord Vishnu, not so, come in the form of Prabhu Shri Ram. When he came upon the face of the earth, he was doing puja also. Lord and Master of this creation. He was doing worship to Lord Shiva. You understand? So as long as you are in physical form, you have to surrender to that Supreme Lord. Here, Sunidasakanta Risanana Ati Tehi Manakin Havichar. Now, Ravana hears his son, he flew into a rage one time and he starts, you know, as he flew into that rage, that Kalanemi, he starts to think to himself. Boy, he says, you know, Rama Dut Kara Maru Baru Yahakala Rata Mala Bhar. He says, it is better, let me calm myself, it is better I go there, fulfill what Ravana wants, and let me die at the hands of the servant of the Lord. Rather than I have to die at the hands of this wretch that have all these sins hanging over his head. Just so he says. It's better I go and die at the hands of the servant of the Lord. You know, I will elevate myself, you know, and stuff like that. Kya baat hai, devotees. We take final choppa here this evening. So here, devotees, at this point in time, as he says this thing here, what happens? Asa kahi chala rachisi maga maya sara mandira bara baga banaya. As he utters these words himself, he immediately went to by that mountain there now, where Hanumanji is going to find that Sanjeevani herb. Not in this Ramcharitamanas, but in certain places it is mentioned that he would have placed that one plant would have had a light, and that is the one that you will be able to identify to know that that is the Sanjeevani. He would have placed lights on all of the plants. So when Hanumanji comes there, he would not know which one is the Sanjeevani herb. But at the same time, what he does there, he fashions now, what? Saramandira bara baga banaya. He fashions a lake, a temple, and a fine garden over there now. What happens? He also takes the form of a sage. Maruta Sutta Dekha Subha Ashrama. Now, when Hanumanji sees this ashram of a sage there, a sage Hanumanji now being a devotee of the Lord, Munihi Bujhi Jala Piyu Jai Shrama. He says, let me take leave of this holy man. Yes, Hanumanji comes there now. Me take leave of this holy man. Let me drink some water so that I may free myself from, exhaustion and all of that, from the journey that I took to come here. Devotees, in this world, even a Rakshas, can dress and look like a sage. That is what we must understand. It is said that all that glitters is not gold in this world. Sometimes things may glitter, but it's not gold. It's shiny, beautiful. But on the inside, it is very dark, not beautiful at all. And then some things might seem very harsh and hard and rugged on the outside. And that thing in itself is so beautiful on the inside. Like Shabari, you take a bhakta devotee like that in Ramayana, in Aranyakand, when Prabhu Shri Ram went there. Nobody wanted to be like Shabari, but there, Prabhu Shri Ram went and looked for her. Nobody wanted to be near her. They said, untouchable. I don't want to be near her. But the Lord and Master of this creation went and he met with Shabari. So as this happens here, Hanumanji, he takes leave. He says this now, that he wants to go to get that water there. What happens? We will continue this katha next week. Bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki jai. And it gets very, very interesting. If you think that is interesting, the interesting part now begins, right? So make sure, be present, tune in all of these things because you don't want to miss that beautiful katha. At this point in time, we make preparation as you join in our Aarti. So, can we have a volunteer to perform the Aarti? The two little ones, today? Two little ones, come. Come. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. At this point in time, while the Aarti is being performed, please, Karahojai, I ask you all to stand. We join in verses of Sri Hanuman Chalisa, the Chinese most beautiful verses. You all have to seeing this happening all the time, right? So you know what to do, right? For today, pass all and all these things, right? Good. You begin. Om Yanatang Papani Janatang Chatani Tani Vinashanti Pradakshana Pari Pari Deepak Virshami. Shri Guru Charan Saroja Raja Nij Man Mukul Sudhar Barno Raghuvar Vimalayasha Jodaya Kupal Chari Budheen Tanu Janiki Sumyo Pavana Kumar Balbudi Vidya Dehu Mohi Harahu Kalesha Vikar Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Look. ओम अतुलित बलरामं हेमशैलाभिदेहं धनुजवनकृशानं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुरुनिनानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपति प्रवक्तं वादजातं नमामि। बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Now then, at this point in time, devotees, we clasp our hands and close our eyes, we bow our heads in prayer as we thank Bhagwan for blessing us with this most wonderful opportunity once more to join to offer puja here today as we seek His divine grace and blessings. We pray at this point in time, we ask for blessings for ourselves, for our homes, for our village, for our country, our mandir, and the world at large. All places of worship, as a matter of fact. Om Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhushya Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. With faith, with love and devotion, we lift our voices as we chant victory to Bhagwan. Bolo Siyapati Ramachandra ki Jai, Shri Ahadi Shakti Jarma Mata ki Jai, Umabad Mahadeva ki Jai, Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai, Har Nama Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Jai Sitaram everyone.